Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I want to take a look at the Victorinox AutoTool. All right, so I got this in a trade recently. This is a long discontinued item from Victorinox, but one that I always was curious about, and now I finally have one for the collection. So their AutoTool is chunky. I mean, it is big and wide. You can see, just the handles compared to the plier head on there. All right, so the main tool is obviously pliers. All right. The fit and finish is very nice on this. Once these plier heads, lock into place, it's just satisfying to feel that kind of click into place there. But very, very smooth. All right, very nice, nicely done pivot there. So as pliers, they work very well. Obviously, we happen to have these massive handles here, so it gives you plenty to really hold and grip down if you need to. All right, but the pliers are the least exciting part of the tool. Everything else is what makes it the auto tool, right? So what is the AutoTool? It's all carb-related stuff. So the first thing here we have is a flashlight. All right, there's no battery in here right now. Actually, the person who I did a trade with sent me the batteries. The battery compartment is in the back here. All right, it just doesn't store it in there. So let's actually pop this off real quick. We'll take a look and see if the light still works. All right, and pop these batteries in. It's not good to store batteries in anything long term. You definitely don't want them to leak. All right, so you can see we have energizers here, and the battery size is E90, also known as LR1 or AM5. All right, very unique little battery size here. All right, so there's no instructions really on how this goes in. I'm going to assume it's positive up. Let's go ahead and see if that works right there. So we have our little door. Put that on carefully. All right, and let's see the moment of truth. Does the flashlight work? Yes, it does. It's funny because when you go all the way up, it is on. It's obviously very weak, and the circuitry is barely making a connection. It seemed brighter right there. So I get that to stay. But yeah, I mean, the flashlight does work. So that's actually kind of cool. But I'm going to go ahead and take the battery back out, again, for storage, because I'm not going to be using this flashlight. I think I can find a more useful flashlight elsewhere. But it was really cool that he sent these batteries as well, because these are hard to find. So anyway, that is the first little function on here, is having that flashlight, which is really cool. The second one that's car-related is this piece. Unfortunately, this has an internal battery that's not able to be changed, I should say, easily, because there have been people who had changed it out and they end up cracking the case, and it's very, very difficult to change the battery. It's not actually meant to be changed. There's like a small watch cell in there internally, but once it dies, that's pretty much it. Not a great design. Victorinox has made some awesome knives and multi-tools over the years, but whoever designed this definitely should have done something similar to the light, and that you can just pop the battery out and exchange it. I'm not sure why they had an internal battery like that was not meant to be changed. But anyway, if the battery did work, this is a tire gauge. All right, so obviously you put this onto your tire valve, and the pressure would push in, and it would give you a digital readout there on that screen. So unfortunately, won't be able to test that out, because again, with time, they just all die. So if you get a Victorinox AutoTool and you try to use this, it is not going to work. That's just an unfortunate reality. But super, super cool, very interesting tools there. The other one, which is very useful actually, is right here, and it is a fuse puller. All right, so if you haven't seen one of these, if you're not into car stuff, this is where you'd get into that fuse box and be able to pinch and grab those fuses and remove them. All right, because it's a little difficult when they're all lined up. It's hard to get your fingers in there. A lot of times I end up using pliers. I've used regular pliers to pull fuses on my truck multiple times because I was missing a little fuse puller. So obviously that works, but that's a dedicated tool to pull the fuses, and it might be hard to tell here, but it's kind of hooked on. So it's, I've read places that this is removable. All right, so if you put it inward here, I'm not gonna try right now because I want to break it, but you basically push up and it should pop out, and it's removable in case you don't want to have this whole bulky thing. You can have just that tool there. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And of course we have a lot of the traditional tools in here, like our little can opener with a flathead screwdriver on the top. All right, obviously you can see we have our Phillips head screwdriver. All right, and get the little nail neck in there. We have our bottle opener and larger flathead tool, flathead screwdriver. And then we have our main blade. And the main blade is fully serrated. Now, from what I understand, there's 2 variants on this. And offhand, I forget what the other variant has. It's one of these tools. I think instead of it's either the can opener or the bottle opener is missing, and there's a different tool on there, but I don't recall what it is. But there is 2 different variants on this Victorinox AutoTool. But that is pretty much it. That's the tool in a nutshell. It's pretty cool. It's super bulky. Obviously, the flashlight, the tire gauge, and the fuse puller would make it the AutoTool and car related. But it's just a super cool collectible. For me, I'm not going to actually use this tool. It's just a nice little representation of another interesting idea from Victorinox. It's a little piece of multi-tool history. So that's it. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know down in the comment section if you would use something like this, or if you happen to have one. But I really wish that tire gauge worked. I think that'd be cool. I would actually use it on the cars. But unfortunately it doesn't. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.